stage, Mike Zakarian.
Ooh, what's up? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's see how the Wi-Fi works today. I don't know. What voice am I doing right now? I'm not sure what happened. My dog, I have this room, I have the door shut into the hallway, which like leads into the bedroom. And the dog is wandering around, and oh no, he's back now. He saw we're talking. He made an appearance. We're good. I thought he was just going to cause chaos the second we started. We got just a sex-filled show. We got an exciting one. This is going to be a good one. I got a lot of takes. I'm probably going to yell a lot. This last night was fun because it's the most basketball I watched in like a condensed slate as it was happening in real time. So I'm excited to scream about some stuff. But more importantly, who's in the chat this morning? I see Sneeps. Sneeps is here. Orion, Borland, Jump Shooty, Stub, looking for food. The Common Man, Grote, Baston, Andrew Laird's here. With People's here. Who else we got? Keeper, Snoops, Saloops, regular. Yeah, we are closing in on 8,500. I just saw that this morning. What are we at? 8,453. On to 8,500. So smash just like, subscribe, hit all those buttons. Chicken's here, Stark Holmes, T-Man, D-Rose, Andre's here, Jordan's here, TJ's here. Shout out TJ. Saw the little JM Bros. The JM Bros had a little partnership with DK Golf Rainmakers. That was exciting. Trent W's up in here, Boston Base. We got Matic Autos here. We got a lot of people up in here. Real quick. Wait, just make them both. What was it? I don't even remember what I was saying about when you said just make them both. I forget. Oh yeah, smash and hit. Coach Finstock in the streets. Good to see you this morning. Hey, do me a favor. So I pinned the chat right here, right there. Teamhold.oversubscribe.co. You can find that in the show notes as well. We are how many days? And then I promise we'll get into basketball. We have how many days left? We're still early. Hashtag we're early. We're up to almost 10K, baby. 36% raised with 14 days. We got 2 sweet ass weeks left for this campaign. So do me a favor, get in there. If you haven't looked into it yet, click the link, just poke around. Again, a lot of you have heard the spiel already, so I'm trying to do like the 30-second one. I'll make them both. Grant Williams. My bad, guys. My bad. Sorry, I'm doing too much. Go ahead, take a peek. Again, this is instead of doing like a Patreon VIP type thing, it's a one-time investment where you get same type of perks that we've done before. Will you be doing? Oh, refresh the page. Wow, did Andrew Laird just put us up? Oh my God, we're over 10K. Andrew Laird. Thank you, Andrew. And I'm assuming that was you, unless you had just refreshed it. But yeah, so we are, dude, shout out to Andrew, my guy. So rare data to the moon. But yeah, so instead of like the VIP Patreon stuff, basically same type of perks, right? Where you'll get some private stream stuff. You'll get investors monthly meeting, which is just like a Zoom hang with all of us. You'll get a private hang. We'll get a private drinks hang in Vegas for Summer League this year on us. So a lot of fun stuff that comes along with this. But on top of it, if we pop off, there's an opportunity to make a little kickback at the end. 13.5% of all of the money that Team Hold brings in over the next 3 years goes back to the investors, where 86.5% goes into my pocket so we can continue to grow, baby. But we're using this money to pay a graphics designer and editor, shout out Veronica, as well as put on some more in real life event stuff. So if you have any questions, hit me up. All right, I think that's it I'm going to bring it up at the end of the show too, baby. All right, because we need to moon it. I'm going to make both of these investments, Grant Williams. How dare you, Swingman Podcast. All right. I kind of wanted to start with Scott Foster, but I think it's good to start with the Celtics and make our way there. You know what I'm saying? Let's make our way to the heightening of the Scott Foster situation. Because again, I watched a lot of basketball last night. I watched all of the Celtics Cavs game. I watched the Kings game. I watched the Nuggets game. And then what was the other one that I checked out a little bit of? I'm blanking. There was one more that I was popping around on. But let's start with the Celtics game. You know what was the Celtics game? So obviously, if you guys missed it, Jason Tatum sat, Robert Williams sat, Al Horford sat. And I think when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is a scheduled loss, right? They just played 1 million minutes the night before against the Bing Bong Boys in a double overtime game. Tough loss. They're like, Tatum needs to rest. Al Horford's playing too many minutes. He's going to rest. Robert Williams still hurt, right? We'll just punt this game. And then what happened was, what made it so devastating is that I think for Celtics fans, everybody we assumed this was a loss. This is just a big old L. And then, They got out to not a big lead. They were like competitive in the first and second, the first half. In the third quarter, they were up like 15, I think, at one point. Cavs came storming back. In the fourth quarter, it got a little frisky there down the stretch. We had I want to say there was like there was this weird Jaylen Brown had a foul that was like an off ball foul before it had been inbounded, so it's a dead ball foul, which is like 2 shots in the ball. That was like a 4-point swing, I think it ended up being. Donovan Mitchell, by the way, put an absolute clinic on it. He dropped 40. He had an incredible poster on Mike Muscala, who played just too many minutes. But down the stretch in the last 50 seconds, so Donovan drives. They call a wishy-washy, like a ticky-tack foul. There was a little body contact, and the Celtics challenge, it was unsuccessful. They weren't going to overturn it, but I think we can all agree that probably wasn't a foul there at the end. And then, so like Donovan Mitchell knocks down both free throws. We have a tie game. There's 8 seconds left. Peyton Pritchard's not going to get any love for this, but Peyton Pritchard gets brought into the game, right? Everybody's like, oh, Peyton's a shooter. He's bringing the ball up. Marcus Smart inbounds it, so Peyton Pritchard rushes it up. Everybody was like, oh, this ball's going to Jaylen Brown, or if Peyton's going to shoot it, he's going to shoot a 3. Peyton takes it right to the rack. And then like one hand, lefty puts it up. A lot of contact, no foul. I'm glad they didn't call a foul there. And then on the tip-in, Grant Williams gets there, and he gets fouled. He clearly gets fouled by Okoro. They looked at this for like 35 minutes, it felt like, where they were like, was there enough time left? Like the Celtics broadcasting in general last night, really bad across the board. But it was like a tough. I don't know why it took so long to call. Anyways, Grant Williams gets a call. 2 free throws with 0.8 seconds left. Donovan Mitchell gets in his face. Shout out Donovan Mitchell with some gamesmanship, if you want to call it that. And he goes, basically like, you're going to miss him. And Grant's like, I'm going to make both. Grant Williams has the confidence of Michael Jordan and maybe not the skill set of Michael Jordan. So Grant Williams, like the second that happened and the second that there was a replay of it before he put the shots up too, it was just like, oh yeah, he's definitely missing the first one, probably missing the second one. He misses both. The game goes to overtime. In overtime, Celtics just like didn't have it, man. They just didn't have it. It was incredible. It was, and again, I don't even think, like, I know Celtics fans, Boston media, everybody's like freaking out. They were supposed to lose that game. They sat Tatum, sat Al, sat Time Lord. They were supposed to lose that game, but it hurts a little bit more because they should have won it at that point. And that's 4 L's in a row. That's the state of New York beat the piss out of them last week. And then, oh, dude, Stan woke up. Congrats, Stan. Congrats on another 2-point W. Looking forward to your first round exit in the playoffs. But yeah, in Cleveland, hey, credit to Cleveland. They stayed with it. I haven't done any of the stats yet. Mobley, the monster game, 25 and 17. Donovan had 40, 11, and 4. Darius Garland, who got just knocked in the head. He had 17 points, 12 dimes. Brogdon, 24 and 5 off the bench. And then Jalen almost a triple-double, 32, 13, and 9. But again, this isn't panic mode. I mean, I do think it's panic mode in the sense that there's some real flaws with this team. And if the shot's not falling, it's trouble. Like the offense looks gross in the fourth quarter, and that is going to be something they're going to need to figure out. And you could be like, well, they didn't have Tatum. Well, it's been like that with Tatum the last couple of games too. Feels like there's an on-off switch. Orion said, are Big Al and JT back Wednesday? I'll be at that game. So Tatum, it said knee when he was out. I'm pretty sure that was just rest. They just played a million minutes. It was like 3 games in 4 nights, I think. So it was good. Panic mode starts when Malcolm is out for the second round. How dare you, John? You keep saying this, but Brogdon's like been relatively healthy for what Brogdon does, But that a great win for Cleveland. That was a great win for Cleveland. So congrats to the bros. I'm gonna do some of these other games pretty quickly, and then I want to talk about Nuggets Raptors for a little bit because that was a spicy, fun game. Let's do Heat. So Stan Loves can finish. The Heat won 130 to 128. Jimmy Buckets, 26, 9, and 9. The real story was the bench, though. Between Oladipo and Martin, they got 43 points. Depot went for 22. Martin went with 21 and 4. And then on the Hawks side of things, DeJounte Murray had 23 and 8. Trae Young at 25 and 7. Yeah, good win for Miami. Miami's, they're, Katy Perry. They're hot and they're cold. They're yes and they're no. They're in and they're out. I don't know. I mean, Stan, even though you got that W, I can't imagine you're like, hell yeah, dude, the Heat are back, baby. Is Stan having a cigarette? We love that. They look worse with Love over Martin starting there. I said it. I know. Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Anybody that was like, dude, they got Kevin Love, Miami Heat are to the moon. Kevin Love hasn't played meaningful minutes in a while. So, but whatever. The one, if you want to go glass half full on Miami, right? These are the types of games they're going to be playing in the playoffs. Maybe not 130 to 128, but these are these 2 to 5 point games, right? And Miami has played those all season long. They've got Jimmy Butler, who's nasty, right? And so, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be looking forward to playing Miami, but I'm also not scared of Miami. I'd rather play somebody else because I'd rather the series go 4 or 5 games instead of 6 or 7 games. I still don't think. I mean, Bam has been so inconsistent. Tyler Hero has been so inconsistent. Like, I don't know. I don't trust it. But anyways, good win for Miami. Bad loss for the Hawks. Sixers and Pacers, 1,000,000 points, dude. 1,000,000 points for score. 147, 143. Joel Embiid, 42 and 5. Tyrese Maxenista, he had 24. Hallie had 40 and 16. And then Harden dropped 14 and 20. 20 dimes. Aguilos says EuroLeague is greater than the NBA. Interesting. This is a hot take. Is it Aguilos? Are you specifically talking? Is this Greek hoops? I feel like this has some Greek energy based on the name. I love that take, dude. I love that take. That could get you on TV if you just build out a thesis on that. Go full Kendrick Perkins. Yeah, Sixers anyway. Halliburton was great. I know I saw shout out Ghost, who joined live before lock last night for our So Rare show. I think his limited champion lineup has both Dame and Halliburton in it, and they combined for like 151 points or something like that. And it's just EuroLeague definitely has more letters in it. Yeah, I'm not hating on the EuroLeague. I think the EuroLeague is very talented. But I mean, that is like EuroLeague better than the NBA. Maybe you think the EuroLeague is a better watch than the NBA. That's a take I can understand a little bit better. All right. The last game of the night, too, we had Kings and Pels. Domantas Sabonis had 19, 11, and 11 with a little triple W. Headband Herter had 25 and 8. Brandon Ingram had an incredible, just put Kevin Herter on a poster last night, where it's just like weird stretch Armstrong arm just kept going and going and going. He had a pretty big game, 24 and 7. Jonas Valanciunas had 19 and 12, and then Trey Murphy 17, 5 and 4. Kings win, like the beam. Pels lose again. Is there a EuroLeague version of Mike Z? Yeah. And honestly, you can find most of them in Astoria. I basically live in Little Greece. And we all I kind of look like I could swim in there. We talk AD and the Lakers yet? Nuswami, what day are you on? What day are you on, Nuswami? We did yesterday. Where were you yesterday, man? I was talking about Anthony Davis as an MVP candidate if you didn't get hurt. Heated Turkaloo was wild on Knuckleheads this week. All right, and last but not least, so this game was stupid. Nuggets Raptors. Before we get into the fourth quarter, let's Plunge Father in here. Third quarter, Toronto looks great in the first half. Fred VanVleet was awesome. I'll do the stats quickly. Fred had 21 and 14. Siakam 19 and 4. Jakob had 18 and 9. Jamal Murray 24 and 5. Michael Porter Jr. 20 and 5. And then Nikola Jokic had 17, 13 and 9. All right. Everybody's having fun now. Everybody's having a good time. Jamal Murray in the third quarter was absolutely bonkers. He came in. He really struggled in the first half with his shot anyways. He was still getting other people involved and facilitating the offense pretty well, but struggled with his shot in the first half. In the third quarter, just went in fuego. Had a couple of heat check moments too, which was a lot of fun. He hit a big three. He had a nice dunk. He had tough finishes, hits a big three. Toronto has to call a timeout, and he just starts screaming like, give me the ball. I love Jamal Murray, man. I'm in the bag for him. But down the stretch, we're in the fourth quarter, back and forth game. Toronto's pretty much had the lead most of this game. Denver's putting on a tough finish. Like they're like coming on strong here at the end. And then you still drinking the Michael Porter Jr. Kool-Aid? Yeah, he's been great. As long as he stays healthy, he's been awesome. Down the stretch, a couple of questionable things happened. There's a foul on I forget what the call was. Maybe it was a charge. I forget what the call was. Nick Nurse throws a challenge out. I think it was on a charge. Nick Nurse throws a challenge out there, review it forever. It was pretty questionable. It was 50-50. And honestly, it's not that I thought the call was wrong, but it's how the rest of the game played out. So the challenge was deemed unsuccessful. That was a tough blow for the Raptors. Now we go down the other way. And I think it was Scotty Barnes or Siakam. I can't remember. Somebody drives in on Jokic, and they call a foul. Mike Malone has a timeout and a challenge left. Immediately, everybody's going, yeah, challenge that. And it truly was the same level of closeness, right? It was the same, it basically was the same play that we saw on the other side happen down here. And it was 50-50. It could go either way, but it was really weird seeing Dustin. I see that in the chat. It was really weird seeing it for one to be successful, one to be unsuccessful. Just like it was just a little fishy. But even still, we're just like, okay, Raptors got unlucky here. Scott Foster going to Scott Foster. Then next trip down, Nuggets draw a foul, I think on Scotty Barnes again. So this is now the third consecutive play. Scotty Barnes, and there's an interview with Scotty after the game, and you can even see it. I was watching it live, and I saw Scott Foster throw him out, and I was like, oh my God, this is too on the nose. So Scotty Barnes basically said, I think he said, y'all cheating. Basically, oh my God, y'all cheating. The way that he was calling fouls. And then Scott Foster said after the game, he said he had to throw him out because of the integrity of the game. What? I don't understand. And I know we've had Tim Livingston on. We've done the Whistleblower podcast. We talked about that a lot. I don't understand how he is not. How is he still doing his job? Right? This consistently happens with the same guy, right? It's not doesn't matter which referee comes in, we have the same issues. This feels like some real weird Illuminati shit. How does he still have the same control over these things? It's just out of control. It's out of control. And then there's no way to hold him accountable. There's no way to follow up. The media can't ask him any questions. He can't really explain himself. It's just put out in these 2-minute reports at the end of the game that mean nothing. Right? No one's ever held accountable for whatever their mistakes, right? It's just out of control. Yeah, the NBA needs better referee infrastructure. See, NBA Top Shot, poor infrastructure. I don't understand, man. And I was rooting for Denver in the game, and even I was just oh, this is weird. And here's the thing, Denver might have won that game. They might have won that game anyways. They were really coming on strong. No one was playing defense there, and if Denver could get, God, eyelashes again. If Denver could get stops, they were going to win that game because they couldn't get stopped on the offensive side. And I'm sure even I know Top Shot Tesla's here and there's some other Raptors fans, right? If Denver won that game, you wouldn't have been shocked, right? In the last 4 minutes when you were watching, you're oh man, Denver is heating up a little bit. They're tough to stop. But I mean, it was just so obvious. It was so obvious how poorly the calls were. And in Scotty Barnes, that he wasn't even doing anything demonstrative. The two plays, yeah, he was frustrated, but there wasn't anything demonstrative. Honestly, if anybody was going to get a technical foul throughout that time, it should have been Nick Nurse, because Nick Nurse, there was a couple of times waved hard after a call, and a player gets a tech for that every time. So I was surprised he didn't get one. The other thing I wanted to see was, did Scotty Barnes already have a technical, or did Scott Foster give him two in that moment? Was that bang, bang, threw him out? Because I missed the first technical if he got one. Daniel says NBA refs starting salary should be $500K. Bet there would be a higher quality of refs. Yeah, probably. It's the same. Well, I was about to say that teachers were bad teachers, but I was going to say same thing about teachers. Make it more of a desirable job. But man, it's Scott Foster hates brash young NBA players like Rohan Mason. Boy, oh my God. Boston base. You can put that in the chat in a little bit, and then I'll go back to it. But yeah, man, that sucked because that was a really fun game. That was a really fun game. It was good to see Freddie having a good game because I feel like Freddie's been really up and down. You got like Nikola Jokic. Let me see if I can find this stat here because like with 5 minutes left in the game, I think he had taken 8 shots. Like late in the fourth quarter, had taken 8 shots. Let me see how many he ended up taking. Jokic ended up going, 5 for 8. Took 8 shots. 5 for 8 from the field, 6 for 6 from the line, 17, 13, and 9. Like, it was just such a weird game. Can only the head official throw a player out if there's 3 officials, right? The other 2 should be able to. Yeah, I think it once you know what they do though in those situations, Chewy, is they want to they want to like support one another, right? So they very rarely, God, this is driving me nuts. They very rarely do that where they would like overturn somebody else, unless it's like an out of bounds thing. But with something like that, it's hard for them to overturn that because then they were like, no, Scott Foster, you were acting out of control. Tesla said, nah, refs played way too big of a role instead of the players. He did not have. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy that Scotty Barnes got 2 technicals for that. And you know what? This is what drives me insane. We're never going to hear anything else about this again until the next time Scott Foster fucks up, right? It's not like 10 days from now, Adam Silver's going to be like, you know what? We reviewed everything that happened. Scott Foster's been fined for doing a bad job. And like he has a track record now. It's not like this is the first time, right? If this is the first time a ref wilded out like that, you're like, you know what? Maybe Scotty was running his mouth the whole time. Maybe he's running his mouth the whole time. He got a bunch of warnings. But to get 2 texts in that moment for that is insane. And it immediately ends the game, right? That because like say if they didn't call that tech and that was just a foul, the game is still in the balance. But he single-handedly put his thumb on the scale and was like, this game's over. Denver's going to win. Just by that call. It was egregious. It was absolutely egregious. Keeper said, love the reaction from the other ref like he was clueless. Yeah, nobody knew what happened. Oh. And he's going to be reffing the conference finals, the NBA finals. Like he's considered one of their good ones. I don't get it. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And if you're like someone who's not watching game to game, night to night, and you see something like that, you're like, oh yeah, this is dumb. I'm not going to watch this game. It's so bad. It's so bad. We need the guy who analyzes the travels. Yeah, was it Devin? Devin in the lab? Get Devin in the lab. Oh man. City Cisco, baby. That dong. God, it was so frustrating. It just ruined the game, man, because that was a great game. It was so fun. It was so fun. It was fun seeing Toronto, like, because Toronto's been on a little bit of a not a heater, but they've been playing a lot better since the trade deadline. They were on the road. Denver doesn't lose at home. And they were taking it to the best team in the Western Conference. And like that would be a huge win for Toronto, not only for standings because everything is so tight, but also for just like morale for that team as they're making their playoff run. And now, I guess like they could walk away from that being like, we got hosed. It's not like we lost. So George says, do we legit think Scott Foster is more well-known now than some second round draft? Yeah. Yes. Everybody knows Scott Foster. It's so bad. It's so bad. Anyways, let's take a look at the standings for after last night's action, and then we'll take a peek at the schedule. I'll get to, and then we'll look at finally off to a good so rare start because the so rare stuff was bad. All right, Marco. Marco's gonna relax in the chat there. All right, let's see. After last night's action, the Celtics now only a two-game lead on the Sixers, and they're also 2 games behind the Bucks. Cavs have a 1.5 lead over the Knicks. That was a big swing for them because if Grant Williams doesn't miss both, that's a pretty big swing between the 4-5 seed. Down here, though, Heat still 2 games back in the Nets, but they did extend their lead a little bit from the Hawks. And like Raptors would have freaking leapfrogged the Hawks, or I guess they would have been tied with the Hawks last night, right? They would have been. No, yeah, they would have passed them. They would have been 33-33. That's a tough loss for them. And then you get the Wiz, Bulls, Pacers, whatever. In the West, with the Nuggets in that win, they've got now a 7-game lead on the Grizz. Kings, with their win, only a half game behind the Grizzlies, who play the Lakers tonight. So Sacramento, by the end of today, we could be lighting the beam in the 2 seed, baby. And then you get Suns, Warriors, Wolves. Who else played last night? Blazers now in the 10 seed. But look at this, man. Jazz, Blazers, Lakers, Pellies, all with the same record. And then the Thunder, who play tonight, if the Thunder win tonight, they all have the same record. Just wild. Lindsay said, yeah, it's a bummer. Toronto doesn't have many signature wins this season. Pulling one out in Denver would have been one. Yeah, that would have been a massive, massive boost. It's just bad for basketball, man. That was some horse shit. Let's look at tonight's action. I was just referencing the Lakers playing the Grizz tonight. So we got Milwaukee and Orlando. That'll be, a throwback to the bubble first round playoffs. Washington, Detroit for the sickos. Charlotte and the Bing Bong Boys. There you go. The Knicks win streak probably continues there. Minnesota and Philadelphia. There you go, Portland. We get the Wolves on TNT. Brooklyn and Houston. Golden State and OKC. That'll be a fun one. Utah and Dallas. That could be kind of fun too. And then Memphis and the Lakers tonight. So some good stuff. Boston base has got a split, but don't forget oversubscribe, baby. Raptors were robbed. That's all I can say. Yeah, they were robbed. I mean, they were. They have a legitimate a case. And who knows? Maybe Denver still would have won that game, but we won't know. All right, I'm gonna go over to So Rare, show you what we're cooking with here because I felt like okay with last night's action. No, I didn't want to click that. So, all right. The common pickup, right? I had Dame drop 77, Jokic 40. You know what though? These aren't fun for me anymore because they changed the common champion. So shame on you, So Rare. But here we go. My limited contender is pretty fun. Wiseman, if he didn't turn the ball over so much there down the stretch and foul out, they got 2 more games left. They still have 2 more games. But Sabonis dropped 49, Wiseman with 23, MPJ with 31. I got my Grizz bros for tonight with Tyus Jones and David Roddy Piper, or Rowdy, whatever. And then over here with limited champ, we got Jamal Murray dropped 49, Fred VanVleet dropped 47, Blake Griffin disappointed there with that 10. My limited under 23, Scotty Barnes dropped 27. But my rare contender, kind of excited about this one. Rare contender, sorry, my watch is going off a bunch. RJ Hampton with the steals got me up to 38. Keegan Murray dropped 33, and then we still got Tillman, Tyus, and Jalen Williams. So those should be pretty fun. Finally, Matisse Thybulle didn't get there. However, I bet his over on steals of 1.5, and that was a bummer. I wanted to look at the Team Hold Mega League because in the limited contender, So Rare sponsored this one, and they're giving away a $150 gift card to the NBA. The NBA website, so you can get merch, tickets, whatever. So $150 going for first. Right now, Detroit Pistons enthusiast in first place. He had Donovan drop 66. And then you got Diallo with 22, Wiseman with 23, Corey Joseph with 33, and then Jalen McDaniels, who got the start last night with the Sixers injury. And then Rhodeson's up there in second, down a little bit. Kobe. I'm trying to find Luke Kennard hasn't played for this one. So he had Fred VanVleet, Garland, Reddish, Hampton, and still's Luke Kennard. So that should catch up here. Third place, all of his guys played. No, Kelly Oubre plays tonight. So this is going to be Kobe's going to fire. And then Chicken Frig with Jalen Brown. He's got Tyree Eason going tonight. So this one will definitely be in play. It's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. What happened to Miles Turner last time? It was a bad matchup. He went up against Joel Embiid. It was not great. Not great. He was it was weird. Only Halliburton was the good one. AS, I didn't see this. He said there's $3 tickets for Houston Nets. Holy shit. Let's go over to Underdog. By the way, sign up for UnderdogFantasy.com. Using promo code HOLD, you get a 100% deposit bonus match, baby. Andre was saying Turner had 3 fouls in the first half, so that's part of it. So here we go. This is a 2-week tournament, right? So 2-week tournament over here. And wait, this feels wrong. I feel like I don't have. Yeah. All right. 2-week tournament. So I'm not freaking out about one game. The top 2 in this, these are the semifinals. The top 2 in each league advance to the finals. We had a couple good starts here. So I had D'Anthony Melton was my only guard that went. So that'll obviously boost up a little bit. But Siakam had an okay game with 30. Jaylen Brown dropped 60. Karis LeVert got 34 and Jokic with 45. This one still has Luka to go, which is nice. Freddie dropped 44. Marcus Smart 28. We had Siakam again. Jeremy Grant with 44, which is fire. Michael Porter Jr. 27, and then Evan Mobley with a big game. So this is probably my best shot right here because I still got Luka to go. And then this one's in 4th place as well. So the 4th and 5th place one's still in shouting distance. We still have Drew Holiday. And then Giannis hasn't gone yet. So Drew Holiday, Giannis, Kawhi. And then I still got Şengün, Mark Williams. So we still get some fun ones. Yeah, sorry, Marco, not available in Europe yet. We can look at a pick 'em too for tonight. Because again, we'll make our official pick as we get closer. I like doing the TNT games. It's fun picking a national televised game. Although Julius Randle and I want Mitchell Robinson over 11.5 rebounds. Just taking that right now. What did we say was the other? It was not Golden State, OKC. Oh, Minnesota. And do they just not have the Minnesota game? Minnesota's playing who again? Who? Oh, it's Philly because they don't know who's playing for Philly yet. Let's do the late game then. The late game, Memphis and Lakers. So I'm going to take over 7.5 assists for Tyus Jones. I'm going to take over 11.5. We're going to do a 4-piece, 11.5 points for Tillman. I like Tillman. And then AD feels like he's going for 30 plus again. So there we go. That's going to be my morning shot there with Mitchell Robinson over 11.5 boards, Tyus Jones over 7.5 assists, Xavier Tillman over 11.5 points, and then AD over 28.5 points. So that's going to be the shot I take. Yeah, it's a great matchup against Charlotte. So I like the Mitchell Robinson one. You know what? Let's fire up a giveaway. We'll give away your choice of a floor so rare moment or a so rare card or a floor limited, that is, or a floor top shot moment. So let's do that. Let's do Foster. So like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Foster into the chat. Patrick Coyne says, like the KPJ over on points and Kyrie over assists. That one's fun too. I like that. Also, while you guys do that, real quick, just going to plug this again. I know we have some more people here. Go look at the pin chat. Let's get this up. I want to be at like 15K by Friday. You know what I'm saying? Let's get closer there. We're up to 33 investors over 10K, minimum investment of $50. Helps us do all this stuff. Look at this. Team Hold YouTube subscriber count increased over 100% in 2022, baby. And now, since that, we've almost gotten a new 1,000 since we've done that. We surpassed over 1 million views. We're already at like 1.6 million for this year. We've got, the brands, whatever, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Went to All-Star Game weekend so we could pay Veronica. Look at this. Look at this freaking headshot right there, baby. Oh, comedy right there. That says hot comedy. You get some perks, investors-only drinks, meet up in Las Vegas for the NBA Summer League, gated Discord with unique rule-given, investor-only YouTube badge, which we're working on, and then monthly investors-only happy hour stream with investor-driven topics. We got 13.5% on all of our creator revenue for 3 years, baby. That includes the ad share revenues, brand partnerships, affiliate links, all the stuff, all that good stuff. So go ahead. If you haven't gotten involved yet, get involved. Also tonight, we have Watch Your Work is back. I'm sure they're going to be talking a little bit of WNBA, the draft, and then we've got the college hoops, the women's college hoops tournaments were great. Don't give away future earnings, Mike. We got to do it. Got to get money to make money, lose money to make money. I don't know, whatever it is. It's 13.5%, baby, of money I don't have right now, so we can grow faster. Just for 3 years. Just to quicken the process. I need to pay someone that's really good at editing so that we can make these shorts a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? Some of those good shorts. So that's the goal. We're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep doing the shorts because the shorts has been insane growth. That's what's been the nuttiest thing about this. Every time, even when I do those garbage green screen ones, every green screen one that gets over like 1,000 views is like 3 to 5 new subs. Every single time. It's like clockwork. So when we can do those polished ones, like the dunk contest one we did, the man on the street one, all that stuff, it just is like, it's good. It's good for business. It's even worked on Instagram too. So I don't know. That's what we got. A fucking man. I love that I have to read. Oh, I made it to the stream. There we go. I love that I have to read that. Spend money to make money. There we go. So I need you to spend money so you can make money potentially. And then I can make money. We can all make money, hopefully. And then worst case, it's like, what a great story. Like, what would you rather lose money on, NFTs or Mike Zakarian? When are we talking? Plunge Father, it's this Friday, baby. This Friday, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern this Friday. We're talking the Murdoch murders. Plunge, do you also watch Drive to Survive? Do you watch Drive to Survive? Because that would be a fun one since F1 just started too. If you don't worry about it. And then we got to talk about golf. What other shows have you watched, Plunge? Yeah, but that's going to be Friday. Friday at 3, baby. We're just going to cover content coverage, baby. That's what we got to get into. We got to talk about that stuff. Yes. Okay. Hell yeah. Let's talk some Drive to Survive then too. Cause I had watched, Last of Us. Oh my God. I don't want to spoil Last of Us for anybody. I would love to talk about Last of Us. Yes, yes. Oh, the new Chris Rock special. Plunge. I gave some takes about the Chris Rock special yesterday. And I'll do like the abridged version of that. I thought I thought it was fine. I thought the outrage on the internet the next day was wild. Like I didn't think it was an awesome special, but people being mad about it, I thought was weird. Um, but yeah, The Last of Us. Yeah, everybody get caught up on The Last of Us. We'll do spoiler alert warnings before we do it. But dude, this week's episode of Last of Us was awesome. Because here's the thing, I don't like zombies. I'm out on zombies. I'm out on zombies. I'm out on all that stuff. But this show's not really about zombies. Yeah, I know. That was tough. That was really tough. On the punchline was tough. It was funny because the comic in me was like excited to know that it was live, like that he didn't tape that special 5 times and then mesh it together. So it was exciting to like that part of me enjoyed seeing him mess it up a little bit. Like, oh, that's cool. I'm watching like a real live thing. Yeah, I think I tuned in more for the drama of that. Like, I just wanted to see him talk about it. But I thought his jokes, it was like, whatever. It was fine. There was nothing I walked away with being like, oh my God, awesome. But there was nothing that I was like, oh, dude, cancel him. Like, yeah, the internet was just weird the next day. I think it's hard. I think if Chris Rock wasn't as talented as he is and wasn't considered one of the best, then we wouldn't be so mad. But I think because we're like, oh, he's a GOAT, that when he doesn't do GOAT level stuff, we're out on it. To the house said saw Rock live at the Chappelle show and was bad. Oh wow. Just around. Yeah, you know what's so weird though? It's like I know it's kind of like you're watching the sausage get made, and I'm sure he had a couple of ideas of what he wanted to talk about, and then I mean, what I do is nowhere near the same. But like it's like on last week's show, right, where I had a show on Thursday night last week. I had like 5 bullet points that I wrote down. And it was just like, all right, we'll see what happens when we get there. Like I didn't have, it wasn't like a scripted thing. I hadn't thought out the jokes, but it was like, let's see what fun stuff we get to. And so I'm sure he was like, I'm going through this divorce. I've got a couple of thoughts about divorce and what divorce is like. Let's see how it goes. So that's probably what you saw. And then, you do that for like 6 months. Or maybe it's like 6 weeks, depending on who you are and what stage of your comedy career you're at. And then you kind of morph that into like the joke, like the stuff that I was doing last week, there was a couple of like really good bits in there, but now I need to like carve out all the crap that was in between the bits and then just like hit the bit. Yeah, I agree with this too. I mean, yeah, it's such a tricky thing. I mean, I think it was a COVID show too, so everyone was rusty. Yeah. Chappelle's obviously one of the all-time greats, but he's in a weird spot. I just think, again, I'm gonna revisit the take from yesterday. I think the best of the best happens before you become a superstar, because what's so good about like those, as they're like taking that meteoric rise, is everything is still relatable because they're still grounded. Not that they're not grounded anymore, but they're still having relatable experiences to me and you. When you become those superstars, I don't know, the experiences are different. See you later, regulator. Yeah, we'll save it for Friday. Looking for food in the chat. Good to see you. All right, yeah, we'll get those Foster in. Just continue to remember, like the stream, subscribe, #Foster. Like, I think we will look back on these days of YouTube and Team Hold, and you're going to be like, Mike's best stuff was year 2. Because year 3, dude, he's super famous now. He's not plugged in with the community. He hates Top Shot. He hates Top Shot. I got to DM him and let him know, those days are gone, dude. Not relatable anymore. He drinks coffee out of an Ember mug now. Dude, he's lost touch with society. He finished 14,000th in a So Rare contest. That dude sucks. That's going to be a lot of the combo. All right, we got like 10 minutes left. What do you guys want to talk about? Today? Sorry, I'm like stressed out about my hair now too, because of some psycho in the chat in the comments yesterday called me like 5 head or something. Actually, whatever. I can laugh at myself. I'm not really stressed out about it. I don't care. I have great hair. Let's go to the comments. I'll share. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see the best way to find it here. Let me go to my channel. Let's go to shorts. I know I'm not sharing screen yet, but just relax. I think it must be this one. Let me double check here. 18 comments. Good Lord, what happened? Is it this one? Oh yeah, here it goes. All right, this will be fun. This will be fun for everybody. We'll have a larf. We'll have a larf. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, so my man, feeling nostalgia says, "Where your hairline go, bro? Where your hairline go, bro?" All right. So I replied. Wait, where'd it go? So I replied, should have gone with another joke. Height, weight, bags under my eyes. I have objectively great hair. All right. But then here's what happened. Here's what happened. Someone came in off the top rope, and I have to give them their flowers because this is what you do. If you're going to make fun of me, make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? I will respect that. Elijah Reed. Where's Elijah Reed? Oh, wait, no. Did it? Oh, wait, where is it? Why can't I see it? Oh, what? Why can't I see this? Oh, man. Elijah Reed had a great. Let me actually see if I can see it in my let me see if I can see it in my dashboard. Hold on. Let me see if it's still there. He came off the top rope. It was so funny. It was so funny. Oh, come on. All right, here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. I loved it. I respected the hustle there. All right, here we go. Sorry, you guys probably don't even give a shit about this. I don't care. We don't have anything to talk about. He goes, nah, bro. That shit's subjective, dog. You look like a descendant of Rihanna. Your shit's so pushed back. NASA might be planning a trip to land on that bit, trying to fold that tough hair out forward. Nah, bro. It's too late now. You made it look like a tidal wave or a forehead, homie. I pulled out my fucking telescope and find your hairline. That shit 2 light years behind where it needs to be, bro. How that happened? All jokes, homie, but not really. But really. That's incredible. That is incredible. And then I responded and said, honestly, I appreciate you taking the time to at least come with jokes. I can respect that. And to be honest, I stopped at you comparing me to Rihanna and took it as a compliment and moved on. That's incredible. That is incredible. See, but that is like the energy. To me, like we've blocked trolls in here before. If you just come in hot with do your homework, do some research, write some jokes. You do that, I'll respect the hell out of it. That was funny. Keeper was saying, not sure if you saw Giannis rebound was rescinded yesterday, so the triple-double no more. Yeah, I did see that. I did see no more triple-double for Giannis. That's good. Somebody had told me they did that earlier in the year for somebody else too. That is great. I love that that's the case. People got very defensive too in the shorts and the comments about the Giannis thing. That was actually what the video was on. People really upset. They're like, dude, he's a legend. He's won a champion. He can do his championship. He can do whatever he wants. So funny. So funny how our takes and perspectives change depending on who we're talking about. Almost like Top Shot. My bags. All right, what else you guys got for me? Are the Ravens crazy for not wanting to pay Lamar? Yeah, dude, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm surprised by it. George said, do you have much Top Shot still? I never got into buying some packs on launch to hold. I still have like over 300 moments, I think. I think my account's worth a couple thousand. I still got a few moments in there. Yeah. I'm still in on it. I'm just not buying any new stuff. If a guy like Geno Smith can get 3-year, $105 million, there's hope for all of us. That's true. I mean, Geno balled, though. I wonder how that ages, though. Nothing funnier than a joke you have to explain or find that tweet. How dare you, Top Shot comment, man? Oh, I see what you're just saying in general. I got it. Have we already talked about Ja this week as a limited holder? Not sure. I would just hang on to it. I don't know. What is the Ja going for right now? I'm going to look at the market right now. Yeah, the Ja stuff, I'll tell you what I did. Because I own a Ja limited as well. I did buy Tyus Jones, though. And I know I bought the top, but here's the thing. If this is going to last longer, yeah, wow, his limited's down to 69. Nice. That's down. I would just hold. I would just hold on to it and see what happens. Right? Because if this ends up being a couple of games, then it's not a big deal, and you whatever. And then if he is ruled out for a while, I mean, like you really are, like he'll come back at some point. But I did buy Tyus Jones because I'm nervous that he's going to be out for the foreseeable future, and he's going to be Tyus Jones is going to be a good play. Random one, fave NBA jersey of all time. I got dunked on this for this take because everybody said they hated it. I like those old Milwaukee Bucks jersey with the big ass deer on it, that purple and green with Ray Allen. Everybody made fun of me, but the Charlotte Hornets, the OG Charlotte Hornets, is probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite. What does Danny Dimes make now? I don't know. I got to tell you, I haven't really. I'm a little checked out on football right now. Also, speaking of underdog, I forgot to bring this up. They just announced their playoff, the dance. There's a $10 one and a $3 one, which is like you're basically drafting for the playoffs. The $3 one is cool because it's 10 max, so you're not going against people that can do 150 entries. But I think I drafted a couple. Yeah, I've done 3 so far, 2 of the $3 ones. And this is like really fun strategy, I think. So you're stacking, like you need them to get out of the rounds, right? Because each, like the first round is like the first round of this tournament. The second round of the playoffs is the second round of this tournament. But this is, so I basically am like stacking Celtics and Nuggets, or Bucks and Nuggets, or Bucks and Suns. But yeah, like I've got Luka with the 10th pick, which seems crazy because I don't think people think Dallas gets out of the first round, but was able to get like on the Nuggets side of stuff, I got Bruce Brown, Michael Porter, and KCP. But then I got Luka, and then for the Celtics, I got Smart, White, Tatum, and Horford. And so I've been having a lot of fun. With it. Association check-in. Yeah, we can check out the NBA Association. We can check that out. I haven't looked at OpenSea in a while. It's been a while. Let's see what the association's doing. Association. Well, we got a low ask of 24-hour volume is 0.020 ETH. Let's see what else we got. Hold on, let me expand this a little bit. Yes, dude. Clint Capella at the floor, 0.0129, baby. What's 0.0129? What's that worth right now? How much can I add to cart? What's that? What's that in $20, baby? $20. That Clint Capella could be yours. Man, this font's hilarious. This, honestly, it looked like John Morant and his apology used basically the same font. Did the association make second-year cards? That's hysterical. That's so funny. That is so funny. Good old Pella. He like used the same font in his apology. Like is like lots of different capitalized stuff, different colors, different backgrounds. It seems rare. All right, gang. Do we call it there? 50 minutes of fun, baby. We had a great time. Just a reminder, watch your workouts tonight. I'm going to share this link one more time. I know I'm pumping it hard today, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it a service, doing us not a disservice. I don't know, whatever. Just check out oversubscribe.com if you haven't. Just drop the link. Just we got 2 more weeks of that. The rest of the week, by the way. So tomorrow, different change of schedule for tomorrow. So the morning show is still at 9. However, 89 Cavs is going to be on Thursday this week. Shot Tank is on Jeb's channel on Wednesday. But yeah. So 89 Cavs is on Thursday. So morning show Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Shot Tank tomorrow night. Jeb's channel Thursday will have Value Hunting and 89 Cavs. And then Friday we get a 3-piece. We get the morning show. Our man Plunge is going to come on at 3:00, and then we will do live before lock for another So Rare week. So a lot of exciting stuff here, team. Like the video, subscribe. Oh, we're going to do a giveaway, baby. If you win this thing, shoot me a DM. You can't even enter anymore. You can't do it. You should have been on it. And if you win this thing, shoot me a DM. Maybe I'll give you an association NFT instead. Just kidding. We've got Plunge Father. Plunge with the W. See, that's what happens. Plunge. Did we get a head count for Vegas yet, says D Rose. I don't think we have a head count yet. I know Dustin, Greg, and I booked hashtag blessed, booked and blessed. So we're going to be out there. I know there's a handful of people that are planning on being out there. Park MGM, baby. It's going to be great. Hashtag Ray, damn, so close. I know. But yeah, if you guys are planning on going to Vegas, actually, well, you know what? I'll save Vegas for tomorrow. Summer League, baby. Double it and give it to the next. Wow. All right, fine. Let's Let's do it. Let's do it. Plunge, double it, and give it to the next because that dude, the GOAT, plunge father, right here. Right here, right now. Let's see. Ooh, Shepper. The old Shep. Old Shep. Big old W. Like I said, at least I found saw myself. That's great. All right, gang. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Happy Tuesday. Watch your work tonight at 9:30 Eastern. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. We out.